Hey YouTube, I kind of just wanted to give you guys a little bit of context as to what this episode's about. Basically, this is a compilation of clips of some recent sessions with my stepsons who are 8 and 10, and they are for sure beginners when it comes to skateboarding, but they've caught the skate bug. So I guess I'm making this video for anyone else out there that is also a skate dad and a skater. It's kind of a hard place to find yourself in, especially when you're me. I've been skating for 25 years and then having to switch hats like mid-session to kind of like be that skate dad and also at the same time like not push that too much. It's kind of like riding a fine line. So after all the clips, I'll come back and talk to you guys a little bit, and I just want to share 3 things with you guys that I noticed about myself when I have to switch from being the skater to the skate dad. And you know, I'm looking for you guys to chime in. Let me know if these are things that you guys also do. Let me know what you guys do differently.
Today, Niall did his first ollie on flat ground, 6 inches. And Nash did his first ollie off a ledge.
Yeah.
That was 1.5 feet high.
Yeah, it's a solid. Is this nostalgic for you, Dad?
Yes.
Yeah. My dad used to be at every skate park with me and my mom when I was a kid. He actually, fun fact, this guy planned out every single contest run pretty much I ever had. Yeah. And he always, whenever I didn't know when to do something, like what trick to do, what was your go-to trick?
Kickflip.
Yeah, kickflip what? It wasn't a kickflip, it was
kickflip board slide.
Yeah, it was a kickflip front board or a kickflip back lip. Those were your favorites.
Yes.
His memory's going. He's
but that's how you...
I'll never forget. What?
But that's how you won.
All right, you ready to show off your ollie off the curb? Yeah, I mean, the more space you have to set up your feet, the better. Give yourself plenty of time, and you can do this. Straight up, straight down. Wow, dude. He's getting better and better by the day. I can't even describe the feeling. That was so good, dude. Like, you boned that ollie out. 6 inches?
He did once.
Let me see, kiddo. You're getting off the ground. Let me see it.
Ollie contest.
Oh, that was pretty good, dude.
Yeah. Right.
You're getting better.
Yeah.
Jeez, you're both ollieing now. They're growing up so fast. I just got to the skate park in Quincy, Illinois. This one is, it's kind of like one of those small little, tinky little skate parks, but they've got a flat bar here that I mostly come to skate. That thing's pretty fun. Of course, there's a rain puddle right on the things I really want to skate today. I do have the down rail though. That's still an option. No water there. Oh, gross. Oh, there's more puddle when I come in front side than back side. Natural resource challenge. You get less of a rail skating at front side. All right, sun's out, sweating a little bit, feeling warmed up, gonna just take it to the down rail. I don't get to skate down rails all that often, so I just at least wanna get the basics out of the way.
Board slide that. I bet you've already done it.
I have. You saying you need
kickflip lip slide.
Ooh.
I said kickflip board slide.
I know what you meant. Okay, let me see it. You're getting better by the day, dude. I love his control now. He's able to like speed himself up, slow himself down for certain tricks. Like, yeah, I'm stoked to see that. What about a frontside kick turn? Ah, that was good though, dude. Nice. Yeah, you can try whatever you want, dude. Wow, dude! You want to try that one instead?
Yeah.
Whoa. You almost did do it first try. I think you could do it. Roll on grind. But it's okay because he's 8 and he's my boy. Yes! Oh! 1 foot!
You'll just get it one of these days, accidentally. And here's the winner.
I try to keep my mouth shut. Just let him figure it out on his own. What?
We can head for lunch whenever they're ready.
Yeah, I think whenever he's done trying it, we can get some lunch. I asked Dad, is this nostalgic for you, Mom?
Oh, it is. It really, I am so proud of you. I'm so proud of these boys.
Thanks, Mom.
Oh
That's
my
awesome.
God, I cannot. I am just totally touched in my heart.
Ah. It's okay to be scared. He's right.
You know, you have to overcome your scaredness.
Let my dad coach him. I don't want to coach.
Do you remember
Like, be the skate
first
coach.
time you pooped?
He said,
Were you scared?
what?
I said, what came out? Oh no.
Dude, here, come here. So I hope you guys enjoyed those clips. Like I said earlier in the episode, I do have 3 things I want to share with you all, and please do chime in if you're feeling the same way I am, if you do things a little bit differently, if you have something to add on, so on and so forth. Just drop a comment. I really do want opinions from you guys on this. So 3 things that I noticed when I kind of had to switch hats, when I realized I'm at a point in my life where I'm no longer just a skater. I'm also, and I have to be, the skate dad, because I am responsible for them too when they're skating. The first thing out of the 3 is something that I realized a long time ago. It just kind of got brought back to the front of my head when they both started showing interest in skating. And that was, what skateboarding is to me, it isn't to a lot of other people. So when I was like in my 20s, you know, most of the friends that I had my whole life that were skating with me started to stop. And, you know, that I'm sure is the case for a lot of us. You know, people do start, they stop, they pick it up again. Some of us stick with it through and through our whole lives. Me being one of those people, like, I've completely immersed myself in skateboarding. It's became a part of who I am. I do it every day without even thinking about it. And I've realized that, like, it's not that to a lot of people. Sometimes it's just exercise or like some fun hobby that they have and they do, you know, once a week or something like that. Some people just kind of cruise and ride and don't do any tricks. And it's different things to lots of different people, and that's okay. And I realized that when they picked it up, I was like, you know, they may not ever want to learn how to do tricks, and they may not. Like, I don't know, and that's okay. Just let them skate and have fun, which brings me to my second point. Point number 2 is that I don't want to be a skate coach. Like, I don't want to coach them too much. I obviously want to help them, and any trick
that they could possibly want to learn right now, I can teach them, and I can break it down for them step by step in a way that they can understand and would make sense for them to learn. But I don't want to like be telling them to do something different every 2 seconds too. I also want them to just like ride the board and figure it out on their own. Like when I was little, sure, I wish I did have someone like me that could just like break down an ollie and a kickflip for me and teach me how to do it. But figuring it out on my own was half the battle. So I kind of, I wait for them to come to me and ask me for help. Like if they want help, they're going to ask me. And, you know, for the first, like they got boards pretty young. Like they were like, I think like 5 and 7 when we got them their first board. So for the first like 3 years, almost a little more than 3 years, it was really just pushing and riding and turning. And, you know, maybe they would go like 20 feet and then do like a little tic tac and then like turn around and push some more. And we would go to a lot of parking lots and just cruise and ride our boards. And then I started bringing them to skate parks, and it was the same thing, you know, they just like ride around the skate park, and then they started going up and down quarter pipes to fakie, and then kick turns started to happen, and then they wanted to learn how to drop in. And that was really the first time when either one of them was like, hey, how do you do this? Like, can you teach me how to do this? Can you show me? And I was like, yeah, of course I could show you. You know, that's like especially fun when they're like, oh, like, can you show me? I'm like, heck yeah, I could show you. Check this out, you know. But yeah, like it's that was the first time when I was like, okay, like they're asking for advice, so now let me help them. And I did, and they can both drop in now. I think I picked up on that right away, just to kind of be like, you know, keep my thoughts to myself a lot of the time, help them out when they need it, or more primarily when they ask for it. Just make sure that they're safe when they're figuring it out. And that's what I've done from the rip. I'd say that nowadays, like, because they're both like snapping ollies and kind of like learning how to do 180s and shove-its, they have been asking me for more help. So I've been giving it to them. But I never want to like be at the skate park with them and be like coaching them or telling them to do something over and over and over again. I always just kind of like let them skate, and I skate with them, which brings me to my third point. So the third point has to do with skating with them, which obviously now we do a lot more and a lot more frequently than we did over the past few years. But now they're to the point where they're like, you know, perfecting their ollies and stuff. So they're wanting to do it more because they're actually doing tricks now. And I realized, like, when I would go to skate parks with them, that I was kind of holding back on my skating. Like, I wasn't skating to my full potential, because I'd be at a skate park with them and we'd be riding around, and I'm like, I'm watching to make sure that they're safe, but I'm also skating too. So when I would go to do a trick in the course, I would always do a trick that I knew I was going to land in like a couple tries, like something I'm super confident with. And, you know, when I would do that, they'd obviously be like, oh, like that was cool. Like, what was that called? And, you know, you're just like, oh yeah, like that's a kickflip, that's a Smith grind, that's a 5-0, you know, whatever. And they show interest in like learning what those different tricks are. But when they started to learn how to ollie, something that I noticed was that, you know, obviously they're trying it and they're not doing it. Like, it takes a really long time to learn how to ollie, especially when you're that young, you don't have like the leg muscles, whatever. So, you know, they'd kind of get discouraged at that point when they were like, well, why can't I do it? Like, you do it so easy. Like, I watch you do it all the time. You just go and you just do it, and it's so easy for you, and I just can't do it. And it's like, no, you can do it. I've been doing it for 25 years. That's why it's easy for me to do it. But like, you've got to practice and learn it, and it's hard to learn it, but once you do learn it, you never forget it. It becomes like second nature, and one day it just clicks, right? And like, I had that whole conversation with them. I taught them how to do it. They never gave up, and now they're like getting off the ground. And I realized, like, yo, when I go skate with them at the skate park, me playing it safe and staying in my comfort zone, it's really not helping them. It's not showing them that, like, okay, we all struggle to learn these tricks. We all struggle to learn new tricks, and skateboarding is hard. It never gets any easier. You just get better at it. And so I realized, like, when I go skate with them at the parks, like, I need to start skating to my full potential too, so that they can see, like, it's not just easy for me. Like, I'm not just out here doing these little easy grinds and tricks like all day long. Like, it does get hard. And when I try those harder tricks, I do get scared, and it does take a lot. And I started doing that more. And that was the point when both of them were like, okay, I can learn how to ollie. Like I do have to practice. Like I see it, you know, like it actually happened. The session was like, I took them to the skate park, and I don't even think I'd been on my board in a few days at that point, and I was trying kickflip, backtail kickflip, and I didn't get it. I tried it for probably like an hour and 10 minutes, hour and 20 minutes straight. And, you know, that was our session at the skate park. They were skating around, and they just saw me trying to do one trick the whole time, and I didn't even do it. And we skated, we had lunch, we came home. And that was like the day that the conversation sparked between them and I, where they were like, did you ever land that trick? And I was like, no, like I'm still gonna try it like another day. And I think that was when it like resonated for them, like, oh, like Arjun does not know how to do all the tricks. Like, he is also still learning stuff, and it is hard, and it is scary, and blah, blah, blah. So those are my 3 points. If you guys have anything to add, feel free, like I said before, and hit the subscribe button. I try to upload weekly still. I know I've been a little behind on that, but stick with me.